Have you ever said yes to something and just 5 seconds later thought, why did I agree to this? Maybe your friend asked for your notes. You said yes. Someone asked you to work on your day off. You said yes. A relative asked you to attend a function you had zero interest in. Guess what? You still said yes. And then you spent the rest of the day wishing you had simply said one tiny word, no. But here's the strange part. Saying no is only 2 letters. Yet for many of us, it feels heavier than lifting a mountain. Why? Let's find out. Most people think they can't say no because they're too nice. But that's only half the story. The real reason is much deeper. Since childhood, we've been taught that good people help others. We hear things like, don't be rude, share with everyone, or always respect others. These are good values, but somewhere along the way, our brain quietly creates a new rule. If I say no, people won't like me, and that's where the problem begins. Imagine your friend says, bro, can you help me move my furniture this Sunday? Inside your head, you're screaming, I wanted to sleep till noon. But your mouth, it calmly says, yeah, sure, congratulations. Your Sunday is officially gone. The funny thing is, we often spend more energy avoiding 5 seconds of awkwardness than dealing with 5 hours of work we never wanted to do. Another reason we struggle to say no is something psychologists call the fear of rejection. Humans are social creatures. Thousands of years ago, being left out of the group could actually be dangerous. Our brains still carry a tiny piece of that ancient fear. So when we think about saying no, our brain acts like we're about to be kicked out of the tribe, even if it's just a WhatsApp group. Sounds dramatic, right? But that's exactly how our mind works. There's also guilt. You start thinking, what if they get upset? What if they think I'm selfish? What if they never ask me again? Meanwhile, the other person might simply say, okay, no problem. See, most of the scary conversations happen only inside our own head. Here's another interesting habit. Many people confuse kindness with people-pleasing. Kindness means helping because you genuinely want to. People-pleasing means helping because you're afraid of disappointing someone. Those two things look similar from the outside, but they feel completely different on the inside. One gives you happiness, the other gives you stress. Think about your phone battery. If you keep giving everyone your battery without charging it, eventually your phone dies. The same happens with your energy. If you keep saying yes to everyone, you'll slowly start saying no to yourself, no to your rest, no to your hobbies, no to your goals, no to your peace. That's a pretty expensive yes. Now here's the good news. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you honest. In fact, people often respect clear boundaries more than fake promises. Instead of saying, yes, I'll do it, and then canceling later, you can simply say, I can't this time. Simple, respectful, no drama. And remember, no doesn't always need a long explanation. You don't need a 20-minute speech with charts, graphs, and PowerPoint slides just to skip one invitation. Sometimes, sorry, I won't be able to, is enough. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. Your heart might beat a little faster. Your brain might panic. But with practice, it gets easier. Every time you politely say no to something that doesn't match your priorities, you're actually saying yes to your own life. And that's a trade worth making. So the next time someone asks you for something, don't answer immediately. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself one simple question. Do I really want to do this? If the answer is yes, then help with your whole heart. But if the answer is no, remember that it's perfectly okay to say it politely, because every yes has a cost, and every no creates space for something that truly matters. So here's a challenge for you. This week, say one honest no to something you don't really want to do. Not to be rude, not to hurt anyone, but to respect your own time and energy. You might be surprised how freeing those 2 little letters can feel. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what's the hardest thing you've ever wanted to say no to? I'd love to read your stories.